Yo! What's good, YouTube? It is your boy NoShow here, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. It has been a minute since I reacted to some animated horror stories. And today, I got 3 of the best that I could possibly find. Not only did I find 3 of the best horror stories to react to, I also got them all from the same person, Mr. Horror Shorts Party. Shout out to Horror Shorts Party. He's one of the best animated horror story channels up on YouTube, bro. So shout out to you, bro. This is about to be fire. I know it is because his animations, their stories, fire, bro. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive straight into this video and let's go. The following stories were in, wait a minute. Dang. I didn't even get a chance to read that. Okay. This first story is called Freaky Video Recorded by Ring Camera 2, narrated by Bound in Imagery. So, let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
The next Ring camera footage happens in broad daylight. There appears to be nothing unsettling about what's being shown here. It just looks like a male holding what appears to be a box of candy. Like one of those people that go door to door and try to sell you something to help support their cause. But what happens next will blow your mind. Here's what it looked like. I've seen many freaky Ring camera footages online, but nothing beats what I'm about to tell you.
What the
man that existed in the real world, you're about to witness it.
What was that? What was that? Yuck. Yuck, bro.
The man that existed in the real world, you're about to witness it. It happened about a month ago when I was home alone. The world would have never witnessed what unfolded.
I know I'm not supposed to be positive, but goddamn, his feet big. Jesus.
About a month ago when I was home alone. The world would have never witnessed what unfolded if I hadn't installed a Ring camera on my front door. It happened on a Tuesday in broad daylight. I was working from home on my laptop when I heard my doorbell ringing. As a safety precaution, I always like to check the surveillance footage to see who was out front. There stood a gentleman that looked to be in his mid-20s, with a mask over his face, holding what appeared to be a box of candy. At first glance, he looked like one of those candy salesmen that sell chocolate door to door. I found this rather strange, as people who do this kind of thing were typically on the younger side, but I didn't see any harm in it. I ended up entering the foyer and opening the door, only to see the same individual I saw on the camera, except he looked more deranged close up.
Hi, sir. Would you like to buy some chocolate?
Oh, I'm good, bro.
How much?
How much you got? You seem like you have a nice house. You must be loaded. How about you buy all my chocolate?
Kid, you don't just come to someone's house and request—
Shut up and buy my chocolate, rich boy.
How about this? Get the hell off my property and leave me alone, or I'm calling the cops.
Get on the floor, you little shit.
And that's when I got robbed point blank. It all went down in a split second. Several bandits ambushed and robbed my house, leaving myself and the candy seller dumbfounded. But after the local news stations got a hold of the story, it was later found out that the candy salesman was a part of the whole robbery scheme. He had been going to multiple houses.
I can't, bro. No chance, dude. This is why my parents, my mother specifically said, don't you ever open the door for nobody, bro, unless it's like family, bro. That's it. But even then, you can't even really trust family like that. This is why I just don't have guests at the house for real, bro. Because they do shit like this. Oh, nah, bro. I don't like this, bro. That's so
around
unfortunate.
The neighborhood, posing as a candy
Ain't no way.
salesman,
I don't care who it is. I'm not,
to lure people to open their front door.
A brazen robber posing to sell candy along with 3 other people are still on the loose tonight. The frightening daytime armed robbery home invasion that happened on Monday in Stockton has a lot of neighbors nervous.
What appeared to be a young man selling candy in a North Stockton, Murata area neighborhood.
So this clip looks completely different now. I'm thinking this is like a good guy in the beginning, but this is actually a part of the robbers group, bro. That's sick. That's sick.
Quick quickly turned into a homeowner's worst nightmare. This neighbor, not the one robbed, captured video through his own Ring camera about 5 minutes earlier of the alleged Candyman coming to his door. He watched a live feed on his home Ring camera as the phony candy seller came to his door.
That was it for the first story? That's it? Oh, that sucked. Well, I mean, it ended off kind of wonky. It just, dang. But that just goes to show, bro, it's not even worth opening your door nowadays for like people like that, bro. Just get a camera on your door, get a Ring camera. Talk to them from the outside. If they're still being weird, bro, cut it, bro. It's not even worth it, bro. You can buy that type of stuff at the store, bro. Just leave it be. On to the next story. Next story. True massage parlor horror story. Narrated by Bounded Imagery and additional voice, Maya Yim. Maya Yim. M-I-A-Yim. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive into the next story.
I've only been a massage therapist for a little while now, but I don't think I'll be able to keep doing it for much longer. I started working at full time, Monday through Friday. Immediately, I was getting exposed to the full range of customers that came into the massage parlor. For most clients, it's easy to just block whoever they are out of my mind and stay in the routine mindset, so that I don't even remember most of the people I massaged in a day. Though, every once in a while, the person is worth remembering. That's one of the major perks of the job. I don't make very good money as a full-time massage therapist, but every so often I get to massage somebody who's pretty hot. I still have to keep my composure no matter what, though. Like this last Friday night, we close at 9 o'clock where I work, and at around 8:30, there weren't any clients left in the building. All of my coworkers and I were just milling about, waiting for closing time. But that's when we got the call. I was the closest to the phone, so I picked it up. You've reached the massage experts. This is Timmy. How may I assist you this evening?
Hello, Timmy. I need a full 1-hour session tonight. Do you think you can help me out with that?
Well, unfortunately, we're due to close in about half an hour. Would you like to reschedule?
No, if you can't do it tonight, I'll just find somebody else who can.
Okay, why don't we squeeze you in for our last available half-hour session?
No, you don't understand. I need an hour. I'm so worn out from working all week long. I need full body work. You won't be able to get it done in 30 minutes. I'm plus size, as in thick with 2 C's.
I really didn't want to end up getting out of work at nearly 10 o'clock, but I had to be honest with myself. I had no plans for once I got home, other than cracking open a beer and watching Netflix by myself, and that could wait. I needed a little extra money. Plus, the woman's voice was so sultry and intriguing. Not to mention, I had a thing for women on the voluptuous side.
You just horny, bro. That's all it is. You're just horny. Just say that. You're just horny. As soon as she said she's thick. She got some of these and some back there that you would. You're just a horny man. My gosh, bro. Just
figured an hour alone with her seemed like an opportunity that I shouldn't pass up. So I stuck my neck out for her. Sure thing, ma'am. We're here for you. Just ask for Timmy when you arrive.
Thank you so much, Timmy.
I had the sinking feeling in the silence after the call that I'd made some sort of mistake, or that I had done something I wasn't supposed to as a professional massage therapist. I tried to ignore the feeling while I waited, watching my coworkers get ready to go home as I prepared for another client. It wasn't until about 8:50 before she finally showed up. She was not what I was expecting.
Okay, let's stop. Forgive me, y'all. Lord, forgive me. That's body shaming. I'm sorry. It's just, he got so, I know in his mind, he was probably thinking of her looking like some, he imagined swimsuit, thick swimsuit model type. BBLs, plastic shirt, all that. He was thinking all that. He wasn't thinking this. This is not what he was thinking. He didn't imagine, I don't even want to say nothing. I ain't finna be rude.
From it. Not only was she fat enough to eat models for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, with her ample belly fat spilling out from underneath her oversized blouse and fitting through the doorway into the lobby, but she was also ungodly ugly. She looked like she had been called crater face in high school, with horrendous acne scars all over her face.
Hey, bro, there's no way that he is going this hard on her, bro. Golly, have some respect. Jeez, man.
But the acne had never really gone away. Her morbid obesity had long since warped and stretched away any beautiful features that might have once been on her face. And now it was just a big sweaty ocean of grease. Perfect environment for all her zits, boils, blackheads, skin tags, and moles.
God.
Hey there, boys and girls. Which one of you is Timmy?
Despite her mutated appearance, she knew what she was doing with her voice. Somehow, she managed to uphold a demeanor of self-confidence so unshakable that it could only be defined as one thing: moxie. Even my coworkers struggled to maintain their professionalism, giggling and jeering loud enough for everyone to hear. But there was no running away from any of it for me. I'm Timmy.
Well, of course you are.
The woman charged up to the counter like a bull, shaking the foundation of the building.
It's sure nice to meet you, Timmy. The name's Bethany, but you can call me Big Beth. Get it? Like Big Ben, but me? I only let handsome men like you call me that. You understand? You look like George Clooney, and I love George Clooney.
Have a great evening, Timmy. See you Monday. I wanted to stop one of them and beg them to stay and help me get rid of this Big Beth woman, but it was too late. They clocked out and left me there with the behemoth in heat, staring me down with hungry, hungry eyes. She kept leaning more and more on the counter between us, forcing me to smell her pungent body odor. I almost gagged. All those long unwashed years, all those spots she definitely couldn't reach in the shower, just oozing with a stench like a hobo cuddling a skunk. You can go into the massage room and get comfortable whenever you're ready. I gave her a few minutes head start alone in the room. While I waited, the clock hit 9 and I felt myself split into two. I wanted to run away. I wanted to go home and be by myself and not deal with her. But I knew I couldn't leave her alone in the parlor, and I knew I could really use the money from the session. I just hoped that she would be as big of a tipper as she was everything else. When I went in to begin the massage, I was not surprised. I steeled myself and oiled up my hands, then began the massage. Her body was like a rippling sea of fat and endless skin. I struggled to find any actual muscles to work on in all that dead weight that spilled over the edges of the massage table. It felt like I was just digging aimlessly through the folds of Jell-O, uncovering all the crusted sweat and lint I had feared of. But that wasn't even the worst of it.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. You really know how to use those hands. Don't you get all the thick girls calling you daddy with skills like that?
Bethany, please. You don't have to say any of that stuff.
Oh, but I want to. I bet this is just how George Clooney would give a big girl like me the rubdown she needs.
I've heard the stories of how some people try to take a massage further than it's supposed to go.
There's no chance that you're doing this with bare hands, dude. There's no chance. After you described her like that, there's no chance that you're doing that with bare hands. That is absolutely insane. There's no way you're doing that. No, we're not. No, hell no.
But I never thought I'd be in a situation like that. I thought that was something only female massage therapists would have to worry about. But I've never seen anything like this woman. She asked for a lot. I didn't want to do any of it, but I felt that I had to. I needed the money. And I thought it wouldn't be so bad if I just kept my eyes shut and only my mouth.
Now, Timmy, my back is just fine. You're doing a great job. and I'll be sure to pay you well. It's just, I need help in other places. Would you be a good boy and help out a woman in need?
Somehow, and I still don't know how, but she convinced me. Maybe I'd forgotten just how disgusting she really was after having my eyes shut for so long, or maybe I'd just gotten lost in the sweet sound of her voice, but I did everything she asked me to do. I clipped her toenails because she said she couldn't reach them and they were starting to grow fungus, so I agreed. They needed to be cut. When that was over with, she asked me to shave her legs because she was going out Saturday night and she didn't want to look like a bear, and I agreed. That on top of everything else, she didn't need hairy legs. And of course, she asked me to take a washcloth to all the creases in her belly, which I did just to be nice because I didn't think anyone deserved to smell the way that she did. After all that, she asked me to clean off her feet. Finally, after the longest and most arduous hour of my life, it was time for her to go. She got dressed with a big smile on her face and a sparkle in her eye, giving me all sorts of compliments on my work. Before she walked out, she left a huge stack of bills on the desk and kissed me on the cheek. And I haven't seen her since. I washed my hands and rinsed out my mouth as thoroughly as I could, but no matter how hard I tried, I could still taste her. Before I went home for the night, I thought I'd count my hefty payment for the ordeal, but that's when I found out something that nearly killed me. Those bills. Not one of them had the face of a president. And every single bill was the same face. George Clooney.
Ain't no way! No chance! There's no chance! Dude, there's no chance! What? Oh my gosh! There is no chance. You clipped her fungus toenails, you cleaned the bottom of her feet, you got in her cracks and cleaned it, you shaved her. No! 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 Hell no! Oh my gosh! On to the last story, bro. Goodness gracious. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this last story is called True Home Invasion Horror Story number 2. We already seen number 1, now we're about to see number 2. This is narrated by Bound in Imagery. Additional voice is Ariane? I don't know. My gosh, I'm belching. I'm burping. Goodness gracious me. Anyways, let's get into it.
This story was inspired by a disturbing case regarding a student who had been experiencing paranormal activity at her student home. This went on for quite some time. Little did she know, this would lead to something much more disturbing than what she would have ever imagined. Here's what it looked like. I was a student at the University of North Carolina. I lived at a dorm complex near my campus with several other roommates. At the time of the story, I was usually studying and working for the most part. But besides my busy lifestyle, my boyfriend and I were really into horror films. There was a lot of discussion and reviews about the hit movie series Paranormal Activity at the time, so we usually had movies like that playing whenever we hung out. What made the series so unique was that it was facile, silent, but creepy. It was similar to watching footage from a surveillance camera wherein the characters caught evidence of paranormal activity in the house, hence the movie's title. The poltergeist effects throughout the film were so realistic that they gave us goosebumps. Since then, all the time spent watching ghost films would turn my boyfriend into some kind of wuss. Whenever he would sleep over, he would wake me up and ask me to accompany him to the kitchen or the restroom whenever he needed to drink a glass of water or answer the call of nature in the wee hours of the morning. One day, something particular was happening at my place. I was usually organized with my stuff, so it was easy for me to indicate if something was missing or out of place. Upon returning home from work or school, I would always find pieces of clothes missing, like shirts and pants. Naturally, I told my boyfriend about it, and he just laughed it off, saying, "Babe, you need to really stop with the paranormal activity. See, it's turning us both into little pussies."
Max, I'm being dead ass. I feel like my clothes are seriously going missing.
Well,
That's when Max
suggested
that I probably got my clothes mixed up with my other roommates' laundry. When I went to confront them about it, they all denied my accusations, which unfortunately led me to develop further trust issues with them. So, as the days passed, things got more incongruous. More and more clothes went missing, and things in my room started moving out of place. I even saw ominous handprints suddenly appearing on the mirror, like someone had just pressed their hand on it moments ago. I was starting to get convinced that there was truly a paranormal essence living within the household. It was odd indeed, because after watching TV at night, I would always put things back in order. So one day, while my boyfriend and I were having lunch together, he said, "Hey, honey, do you want to move into my place instead? You can stay there if it makes you feel better." Confused at his sudden proposal, I asked.
What brought this up?
Max was hesitant at first, but eventually he told me, "There could be something in this dorm, Maddie." His eyes were restless. I couldn't pinpoint what it was he was trying to say, so I asked him to be more vivid about it. Then he whispered, "Do you remember the movie Paranormal Activity? I think it's not safe here." My boyfriend was downright terrified. When I asked him if he had experienced anything out of the ordinary, he mentioned that he had heard loud thuds coming from outside the hallway one night. I tried reasoning with him, telling him that it could have been the other roommates, but he shook his head dismissively and told me another incident, where he went to the kitchen by himself one night since I wouldn't get up no matter how much he tried to wake me. Then, while pouring himself a glass of water, he felt that someone or something was glowering at him from the living room. According to him, while the kitchen lights were on, the living room was pitch black at the time. Attempting to adjust his vision, he immediately made a run for it back to the bedroom upon noticing that someone with mucky long hair was peeking from behind the sofa. I didn't want to believe him, as none of my other roommates had
like somebody in your house.
Not even the females. They all had short hairstyles. So I said,
Hey, there's no need to be paranoid, all right?
Nettled by my lack of consideration, he stood up and said, "Are you calling me crazy? I know what I saw, okay?"
Okay, I believe you. Now calm down.
I raised my hands in silent retreat. My boyfriend was so mad at me that he went home that night, leaving me all alone in a place he claimed had some kind of poltergeist. Yes, I was alone, as my roommates were usually out of town or headed back to their respective families' place on weekends. On that same night, I had passed out from a long day of work and studying. I remember hearing the door to my bedroom creak open. That's when I saw some kind of creepy figure with long hair glare into my bedroom with illuminated eyes. When I turned on the lamp next to my bed, the door was wide open, but no one was there. I was so lethargic that I turned off the lights and went back to sleep. However, moments later, I heard a voice or an animal or some kind of demonic presence frantically growling in the hallway. The voice seemed to have come from the kitchen. So, I instantly got up, took my baseball bat for self-defense, and slowly approached the kitchen. But as soon as I turned on the lights, there was nothing but silence. I tried calling my boyfriend on my cell phone, but he must have had it on Do Not Disturb, or was sound asleep since he wasn't picking up. And so, I went back to my bedroom, made sure the door and windows were locked, and went to my bed, keeping the lights on. When morning came, I went to the kitchen and saw several articles of my clothing on the floor. I got dressed and immediately went to work with the mindset that I was definitely moving out come next morning. I told my coworkers about the ordeal and they all vouched for me to call the cops. But I figured I would sound silly calling 911 on a ghost. I remembered asking my boyfriend to swing by after work and stay the night, as there was no way in hell I was sleeping alone another night. When I arrived home, I remember hearing vague noises coming from my bedroom. I opened the door and could hear rattling in my closet. It sounded like a raccoon was rummaging in there. I shouted,
Who's there?
not expecting a response, but miraculously, a male voice answers me saying, "Oh, my name is Drew." I instinctively opened the door, revealing a man with long hair who was wearing all of my clothes, my socks, my shoes, and he had a book bag full of my clothing. Startled, I said,
Who the hell are you? And what the hell are you doing in my closet?
while discreetly snapping a picture of him.
You're dumb. You're dumb. I know bro, if he responded, call the cops. Don't talk to
My boyfriend. The man then covered his crusty-looking head with one of my hats and walks towards the bathroom outside. I followed him and saw him staring at the mirror, saying, "You're really pretty. Can I give you a hug?" "Get the hell out of her room or I'm calling the cops!" That's when we both heard my boyfriend shouting from the parking lot, which caused the deranged man to flee the scene. We ended up calling the cops, which led law enforcement to arrest the man a block away from the complex. Police say the man was charged with a misdemeanor in breaking and entering, and an abundance of other felony charges. But what makes my skin crawl was how he had been living in my closet for God knows how long. I'm just thankful that my boyfriend and I were lucky enough to not get killed in our sleep.
I just hear rattling in my closet like...
Yuck, that's him? Oh, nah, bro.
Is in my closet, putting my hand on the knob, and I'm like, who's in here? And then somebody answers me. He's like, oh, my name's Drew. I open the door, and he's in there wearing all of my clothes, my socks, my shoes, has a book bag full of my clothes, and he tries on my hat, throws my back in the mirror. He asked, he was like, you're really pretty, can I hug you?
Yuck, bro. Yuck, bro. Yuck, bro. Yuck, bro. Yuck, bro. Yuck, bro. I feel bad. No, bro. That's just not it, bro. That's just not it. That's just not it. That's not it. That's not it. I'm thinking this might be some ghost story and it might just end off with like some ghost BS. But no, this is real life. Somebody in that girl's house. Bro. No, bro. No, bro. No. Ladies and gentlemen, that will be the end of my reactions to these horror stories, bro. Honestly, these three are so crazy, bro. And there's so many more for me to react to, bro. If you guys enjoyed this video, bro, please leave a like down below. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button and turn on all post notifications so you can catch every single video that I upload, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. That was fire. That was fire. Those were some good stories. Like, those were like top tier for real. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy my videos. Please leave a like down below and let me know if y'all want to see more. This is a little series that we started now. This is a little series. This is part number 2. So let me know when y'all want part number 3. All right, 100 likes or not 100 likes, 50 likes, we'll drop a part 3. All right. Until the very next video, I'll see y'all. Love y'all. Stay safe. Deuces, y'all.